Hello and welcome to part 3, week 2 of Irish Eyes on Wrestling. I'm Carl Sherlock, at Carl Sherlock on Twitter.
I'm Chris Sherlock, at Chris Sherlock on Twitter.
And now we're finally getting into it. All you fans on Twitter, pepper. I've been talking to you about it a couple days in a row now. And here we are. It's our reaction to Raw, Team Foley and Team Punk. I'm a Team Punk guy.
I'm Team Foley.
And, oh God, I'm not looking forward to the match though. It's going to be awful. It's 4 matches rehashed from Hell in a Cell, put back together in teams. It's going to be terrible.
Yeah. We put it like that, yeah.
I mean, there's no creative ideas put into that whatsoever. I'm disappointed Foley's not wrestling. Foley should be in there.
Foley can't wrestle.
Foley is going to have a match against Punk, and it's not going to be at Survivor Series. It's going to be the following month. He's going to be fighting at TLC, which means we're not going to have 2 WWE title matches in 2 months. Because unless he defends against Foley, but that's a throwaway match because he's not going to lose to Foley.
Okay, that could happen. That's a maybe, but
he's going to have to fight him. I mean, there's no point in this if they're not going to fight him.
But if Foley's going to fight Punk, it's going to be a hardcore match.
Yeah, be grand.
Not a table ladder and chair match. No, it's not going to happen at TLC.
It cannot. There's only one left. We have TLC and then we have Rumble.
You can fight on Rumble.
You can't be fighting on Rumble because
you
he's
have to fight in the Rock, yeah. Foley could be part of the Elimination Chamber, but that's too far away. Wasted space in the Elimination Chamber.
It's too far away. Punk. Well, we know Punk is going to be defending to Royal Rumble now.
Yeah,
he has already made the air because he's not defending again in Survivor Series, so he's already a 1-year champion. Congratulations, I suppose you've been wasted. But
he's been wasted.
He's been wasted. He's barely main evented.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different story.
Yeah,
that's a whole different topic. The fact that Punk has defended successfully for a year and at least 5 of those defenses have been against John Cena, which I think is it's great. The fact that they have actually allowed Punk to beat John Cena that many times.
True. Cena's never beaten Punk for the title. He's beaten Punk but never for the title. Yeah. So let's hope that day never comes. But the rest of this match, I don't want to see Orton and Del Rio again. We've had that already, and we've actually had it since Hell in a Cell as they fought each other on main event. I don't want to see it again. Hell no, and is being wasted in this match. It should be defending the titles, so we have no tag team title match as well as WWE title match. No, and why is Kofi Kingston in this match? He should be defending his IC title instead of being in this match as well. It's ridiculous. Why? If you want a big thing, throw in the GM storyline in this. If you want, have John Cena and Dolph Ziggler in there. But no, they're going to be fighting our Survivor Series. Against each other. They're going to be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's again. John Cena can't be missing 2 pay-per-views in a row.
Exactly.
So that.
But I don't want.
Yeah, to be honest, that means Dolph Ziggler's going to be squashed,
which is such a shame.
We're back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be traditional Survivor Series match.
5 on 5.
There are good qualities as well as the bad qualities that Carlos just pointed out. The fact that it does give you another opportunity of seeing Kane, Daniel Bryan, Cody Rhodes and Damon Sandow
in tag team match, which they should be in at the moment.
It will be interesting to see because it's the traditional Survivor Series.
I just have the terrible feeling it's going to end up 5 on 1. All the Team Punk still there, and Ryback is just going to destroy and they're all going to be fed to them all, and Ryback will win.
I don't see that happening simply for the fact that
why not?
Kane isn't going to leave that match without finishing somebody.
Kane always gets eliminated from these matches.
Yeah, but you always eliminate somebody first.
He doesn't have to.
There hasn't been a single Survivor Series match with Kane and he hasn't chokeslammed someone to take the pinfall. Daniel Bryan has been in one of these Survivor Series matches, and that was the Nexus against Team WWE.
Yeah, in which he won.
And Daniel Bryan, no, he didn't win the match. Cena won.
Yeah, well, he was left. He didn't get eliminated.
He was eliminated in the very end, and was left with Cena versus Punk and I think David Tonga.
Might have been.
And Cena won the match then.
Alright, never mind.
But Brian eliminated, I think, 2 members of Nexus.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
Brian did fantastic.
4 out of 2.
I can see Brian taking out one of Team Road Scholars in this match.
Could happen. Oh, Kane, no, that's what happened. Kane won't eliminate anyone. Kel No will start bickering with each other again, and one of them will get rolled up, or Kane will get rolled up, or something like that. He'll get the finisher done on him, and that'll be Kane gone. And that'll happen early in the match, I reckon. Kane won't be in the match too long. He'll nearly have someone beat, but it'll be over like that.
Again, if they're also trying to keep rivalries going within this match, it'll either be Kingston will eliminate Miz, or Miz will eliminate.
Damned them being in it. Miz has lost to Kofi now 3-4 times in a row. Why is Miz still in this with Kofi Kingston? He doesn't need to be. He should move on. I know they're talented and they have entertaining matches together, but I don't want them fighting anymore. If they keep fighting so much with Kofi winning all the time, we're going to get bored of it.
They brought this new element in. They're trying to bring R-Truth back into the Kofi.
No. He's going to be the next challenger for Antonio Cesaro at Survivor Series.
Maybe.
He came in. Cesaro came down and attacked Kofi on Raw, and R-Truth came down and.
No, it
was Kofi against Cesaro.
And Miz came in and attacked Kofi.
So
and
R-Truth came down to attack Antonio Cesaro. So that he's going to go against Cesaro at Survivor Series.
Possibly, yeah.
Which will be one of the only 3 title matches at the event.
One of them including the Divas title.
Yeah. Sigh.
At least we have Big Show and Sheamus too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Shockingly.
Probably the only match so far in Survivor Series I will look forward to.
No, you will look forward to the traditional Survivor Series.
No, I'm not. I am direct. It's going to be terrible.
Hopefully it doesn't come down to the 5-on-1 Ryback feed. I really hope it doesn't happen, because I can see Kane or Daniel Bryan eliminating somebody, and I do reckon it being either 2 or 1 against Ryback.
Let's just go through the teams here. It was announced first Miz. Well, obviously CM Punk's in it. I'm alright with Punk being there, but again, in other ways I'm not. He shouldn't be in the match. He should be off defending his title. There's no need for it here.
But who else in WWE at the minute is there to represent a heel team?
Yeah.
It was either going to be Team Punk or Team Heyman, and Team Heyman wasn't not going to involve Punk.
Yeah, it's true. But where Punk's there, I can go with that. Miz, alright, he doesn't have anything to do, put him in there, it's grand. Road Scholars, I wouldn't have in there.
It should be defending titles, but...
And Del Rio, I wouldn't have in there.
Well, Del Rio's the fact that he's the heel, he has to be there. They weren't gonna...
But look at the history. I know Paul Heyman brought it up when he announced Del Rio. But look at the history between Punk and Del Rio.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense he's teaming up with him. It really does not make sense. Why not have Barrett in there? It'd be brilliant to have Barrett in there. He'd suit the position so much better than Del Rio. What? And granted, they shouldn't have Cesaro in there, but he'd be a better fit as well.
Also the history with Barrett and Punk, where they wouldn't bring that in because Punk led the new Nexus after kicking Barrett out.
Yeah, but WWE consistency doesn't.
Yeah, but we're gonna bring up the fact of history with Punk and.
Yeah, but that's only fresh. That's only new. He took the title off him for Money in the Bank, and they were feuding for months.
Yeah, true. But
Road Scholars in there, they're wasted.
That usually happens on these matches that they usually do throw a tag team champions in. Mainly so this match can last roughly an hour and a half.
This isn't going to last an hour and a half. This is going to be
Survivor Series matches last because
yeah.
They usually do last this time, and they usually do involve the tag team champions.
Yeah, and then when that was announced, Heyman, of course, done a great speech announcing everyone there on Raw, and then out comes Foley, and I was so disappointed with it. Now he hit the marks on his promo, but I was so disappointed when he started calling out his people. First of all, I was disappointed that Del Rio was called out, and then for Foley to come out and announce Kofi Kingston straight away, and then I just knew bad times are ahead, because he announced him, and then out comes Kane and Daniel Bryan, which annoyed me so much because
champions.
that was 3 champions in this match, and that's 3 matches that we should have, or at least 2 matches that we should have outside of this match in it with the defending the titles. I was so disappointed Daniel Bryan and Kane went into it as well as Kofi, and then of all people, Randy Orton. And I knew he was going to say Orton beforehand. And I was so annoyed. Grant, I know you need Randy Orton in a match, but I don't want him fighting Del Rio anymore. It's boring. Both of them, they don't have charisma anymore in the ring. He needs to go heel if he wants to start getting people on his side again. Because everybody, even himself, he knows everyone's finding him boring, and he hates playing the face character. And then you could see it coming a mile away, and I was shocked that Orton came out. I was shocked that.
It was never not obvious that Ryback wasn't going to be involved in this match.
Ryback was always going to be involved in this match. That's why I was shocked Orton came out, as well as I knew what was happening, because Ryback could have come out, and Foley should have been there. But when Foley said that he's not wrestling, oh my God, it annoyed me so much. Foley should be in this match, because there's no wise of Team Foley.
Yeah, it should be Team Ryback, if happening.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's seriously ridiculous that Foley isn't wrestling in this match. I don't know why, if it's health reasons or whatever, but oh God, I was so disappointed. Oh, now it ended Raw, very high segment. It gained loads of viewers, which was always going to, because it was a big reveal. Everyone thought we'd see Foley again, but no, we've seen this beaten, broken down old man. Literally. And he's not going to be wrestling, he's going to be doing the Heyman role of shouting outside the ring.
Well, Heyman is there.
Well, Heyman is there and going to trounce him, doing the same exact thing.
He's Heyman.
Exactly.
He is Polly dangerously.
It's going to be a disappointing match. It's going to be 2 disappointing pay-per-views in a row. It's going to be. I'm not looking forward to it. 3 weeks. We have a couple of weeks left to Survivor Series. Let's hope they somehow turn it around and make it more interesting than it is. Because at this rate, I'm going to struggle to get through Survivor Series. Well, that's the end of the show.
Lighten the spirits now. Yeah, we're coming towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Team Foley.
No. Woo! Team Foley ain't gonna win. Team Foley will win, because it'll be Ryback. Ryback will squash them all. Because they're not going to make Ryback lose 2 pay-per-views in a row. They'll make Punk lose here, because the title's not on the line, and he can't lose his title. You can see this coming miles away. So that's the end of the show. Hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back next week. Another 3 episodes next week. They might be a bit shorter, as we'll be going to Raw live here in Dublin. And that's the end of the show. I'm Carl Sherlock, at Carl Sherlock on Twitter.
I'm Chris Sherlock, at Chris Sherlock on Twitter.
Hope you all enjoyed the show. Slop.